Hello, Lanny here. And we are here for a very special late night edition of Brokestead because I have HPV. But yeah, I've got the human papillomavirus. And so basically what that means is I got a wart on my finger. So the way to treat that, I think, is we're going to try to treat it with garlic. Or more in particular, the allicin inside of the garlic. Allicin is thought to have, a lot of good properties, antibacterial and even antiviral. And since this is, the HPV virus we're going to be dealing with here, we want something pretty strong. So hopefully garlic is going to cure me. I'm feeling pretty confident about it. I like the idea of garlic. I like garlic. Just because you like something in science doesn't necessarily mean it is that way. You still have to kind of test it and see if it actually does work. You can't just like it. I like a lot of things. Doesn't mean they're true. So we are going to. But yeah. So what we got here is a little garlic bulb and some dirt on my laptop. And the thing about allicin is, like, there will be a little bit in here already, but it really is it's a defense mechanism inside of the plant. And then it's to defend the plant against, bacterial infections and fungal infections, because garlic is in the ground, so it needs that more than a lot of other plants that are up in the air, because it's constantly in a wet, dark environment. So what we're going to do is we're going to bruise it. And yeah, that just sounds like exactly like what it sounds like. We're just going to kind of be rough with it for a bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, you dirty garlic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, garlic. You bad. And you'll be able to start to smell it. And that's the allicin coming out, the bruising happening. Maybe hit it with the blunter end of your knife. Just kind of, you don't want to like smash it, but you just, you want to bruise it, essentially. Like, all right. So yeah, we're going to let that just sit for a bit and kind of let it bruise. And I'm going to watch a little bit of Troy while that happens, so you can watch a bit of Troy too.
Or not. Maybe I'll try fixing the phone then.
Ooh, I found.
Wait, I should be looking for stuff. What am I doing? Ooh. Nice. How do you... I'm gonna be ready to shoot if I have to. Oh no, I shouldn't have jumped out. Why did I jump out? That was stupid. Ah! Man, I f***ed up so bad there.
Jason's here.
F***ed up big time, I'm dead. I accidentally jumped out the window.
So obviously this is an ideal scientific scenario because I only have one control group. Normally you'd want to have like 3 or 4. And I thought about trying to spread the virus on myself so I could have more, but normal wart will disappear generally after 3 months to a year or more, depending on how prevalent the virus is in you. So in this case, I'm thinking if it goes down and within a couple days, it's kind of given it a green light to say it's working. So it is taking a cue from Steve here. 1:56 a.m. Year 2017 06 12th date. So it is Monday morning, very early. Because I'm a slacker like that. As you can see, it has discolored it a bit. And it is now, it's browner. So what we can do is we are going to take our super awesome knife here, and we're going to take a slice and craft kind of like a bandage with our handyman's secret weapon here. Also the handy medical professional's secret weapon. And the other thing you're going to want to kind of do is Allison starts to break down at around the temperature of the human body. So the effectiveness of it drops dramatically very quickly. So what I do is I keep an ice pack handy and I kind of keep it around the area, cool down the area beforehand. Like so. So it's a little bit colder than, normal body temperature. That way the Allison has more of a chance of working. So yeah, I'm gonna just chill this down for a couple minutes and watch some Troy. You should watch some Troy too.
Is he here? Oh, shit. Run. Oh, he got me. God damn it. God damn it. Got me quick.
Alright, so my finger is adequately chilled. So yeah, what we're gonna do is slice this up just ever so slightly. Can't get enough of your slice, baby. So then, yeah, rub it on that. Rub it on there good. And then put your tape on it. So you don't have to hold it there like a silly person for 20 minutes. Then yeah, try to keep it chilled as much as possible so it'll, you get as much effectiveness as possible. So yeah. Keep watching Troy for a bit while that happens.
Who am I talking? Jarvis? Oh. I've never been Tommy before.
Jason's alive. He killed my friend. Now he's coming for me.
Sweet. Got a rifle. I know where Jason is? Jason will be around shortly.
Okay, all set. Time to get out of here.
Jason's on the road. Where is he? Oh shit. Oh, ah shit! Run! I'll try to lure him off. Ah, got me. Again.
Thomas Long is dead.
Don't knock it over. Alright, so I'm here with my chicken at about 1940 on June the 12th, 2017. Get out of the way. And we're here to talk about my wart a bit. A little bit of a status update. So far, things that I have noticed is the pain did increase quite dramatically, which I didn't anticipate. But it has changed a lot in shape and already, and I think it is healing already. That or it's just getting worse. So yeah, I'll take a couple pictures. I remember to have this little setup. It's like one of those ways to see pills. And then you can put it in one of these, and then you get like a lot of magnification. So in theory, I could jam you in here. Otherwise it looks like this. Quite the difference, right? Anyway, so yeah. Optics. There's a reason I'm obsessed with them. But yeah, as you can see, it's changed quite a bit. I should have done this last night, but I was dumb. I think it's dead, if I'm honest. But maybe it's just getting worse. So we'll see. So yeah, as you can see, it's mostly healed. And it is 2017-06-15. So June 15th. So 3 days. That's pretty good compared to 3 months, I'm gonna say. Yeah. Let's see here. We're encoding the fluff. You can probably watch that time lapse. It is awesome. If you're the kind of person that's on my channel and you still haven't checked out my time lapses. Hello world. So it's, you know, it's midnight right now, and on the 30th of June 2017, and basically all that happened was it got crusty and it fell off. Much like, you know, those wart remover kits, those freezer. Yeah, you can buy them for like 40 or 50 bucks. I had been looking at those kits just that the day I originally filmed on the 12th there. But I figured I had, you know, a clove of garlic that's worth like, you know, maybe 30 cents, if that. And, you know, 1 cent piece of duct tape. Probably cost me more to chill the ice pack than anything. Figured we'd give that a try, and I did about 3 or 4 treatments. I can't exactly remember. And yeah, it got crusty, and I picked it off, and you know, that was basically it. Yeah, so in this time of age when, you know, the MRSA, you know, bacterias, you know, the superbug there. You know, methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus, you know, very scary bug. You may have heard of it. Staphylococcus? Staphylococcus. Yeah. Ooh, gotta be right. Don't want to have the wrong slightly circly thingy. I don't think it actually took 17 days, but let's call it 17 days because I didn't actually start editing this video until about the 29th, and that's when I filmed my final reaction, my final filming. So even if it did only take 17 days based on the 3 months it was supposed to take to heal, 3 months to a year, that's still 5 times quicker, you know, 5 to 20 times quicker, which is pretty significant, really. It's not a non-result, you know, that's a lot better than non-treatment, I would say. So even if it did take 17 days, which I think it only actually took 5 days, but we'll call it 17 just because. But yeah, that's the thing. And in science, there isn't very much proof that Allison does much yet. And a lot of that's because it's underfunded, because, you know, there's not much money in garlic, curing people with garlic, which sounds like a silly thing, but you can't patent garlic. So it's, you know, it's not as worth it to prove it. So a lot of that proof goes on to the universities, and if the universities aren't being funded for it, or they have better things to research, or they're not going to research how good does garlic cure space cancer in chickens. You know, it's just not high on their priority. It just isn't, you know, so that's why it's kind of up to you to test these kinds of simple little things on yourself, rather than just believing an onion on your foot overnight will cure you of space cancer. You know, it's just not going to happen. A lot of these hokey things, you know, a lot of people think there's no harm in them, but really there's a lot of harm in them. You know, if nothing else, it's a waste of time, and it's a waste of energy when a lot of people who need treatment could be getting the treatment they need. And, you know, a lot of regurgitation and just likes on the internet. And that's what I say, like, there's a lot of things I've liked in science, and there's a lot of things I've thought to be true. But, you know, even I've been wrong. I'm not too proud to admit it. And I'll even make a video soon of, like, things I thought I've known in the past, but I just didn't, because I wasn't thinking hard enough. And it's not like one of them truther things. It's just I wasn't thinking hard enough, you know. This wasn't like some hokey cure I even read online. This was something I thought of myself. Just, you know, I've had warts before in the past, and I've read about garlic a lot in the past, because garlic is centered a lot of myths, especially with chickens. And, you know, garlic can cure anything. It's one of them. It's just snake oil, essentially. You know, but there is some basis to it, and that's why it's pretty easy to believe garlic can cure anything. You know, once there's a little something there, it's easy for it to explode into... It's a lot easier for it to become mainstream when there's a little something there. And like, somewhere online, somebody probably has the same cure, I'm sure. You know, many minds looking at the same problem, and I'm sure many people have looked at garlic and looked at a wart and been like, put them together, right? You know, that or it was ancient aliens. You know, and Occam's razor says that the silliest answer is usually the right one, so I guess that means it was probably aliens. You know, like, Allison has very little proof in the case of in vivo studies. You know, there's some proof in vitro, you know, in glass, but as for actual in living tissues or the body, there's like none. So that's why even you and I, we can test simple things like this, you know, on our dermis layer or skin, or, you know, epidermally, and we can see, maybe does garlic have antiviral properties? Maybe it does. And, you know, like, the big thing we're fighting right now is that, you know, methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus bacteria, and that might actually be pretty hampered by garlic in itself as well. But yeah, that's for future landing to think about. So yeah, I hope you'll join us. As you know, I want to uncover a lot of these kind of weird myths too. It seems kind of like a weird departure for the channel, you know, homesteading, you know. But I think a lot of the part about being a broke homesteader is not getting ripped off on, you know, hokey cures or, you know, for your chickens or your livestock in general or even yourself. So I hope you don't mind this part of the channel. Make sure to check out Troy. He's a really good friend. He's helped this channel a lot. Just been watching all my a lot of my rough edits and giving me tips on how to make them better for you peoples.
Kill him, kill him,
Oh, Jesus.
kill him.
Did he see me?
What's in this sleeping bag?
Oh my gosh!